What's going on YouTube? 1-0 the X-Ram here. So I just want to do a little vlog because I haven't actually done one in a little while. I've done a lot of music videos, the rides I've done, and I hope you guys enjoy those. Yeah, I want to do a little vlog today to kind of talk about a little milestone I've hit that I'm sure some of you have seen on my Facebook page. I've recently hit 500 subscribers, but I just want to say thank you to all you guys, man. Doing this right here is kind of a hobby. It's kind of like my getaway from my day-to-day and my week-to-week annoyance. And riding is what you know, kind of makes the days go by and the weekends seem more fun. So being able to share the rides that I do with you guys, I hope allows people that can't ride and those that are subscribed that are new at riding or don't have the type of roads we do out here to ride on, the ability to kind of live vicariously through that. You know, I'm really appreciative of you guys watching, and I hope to keep giving you guys good content for, you know, until I get actually bored of doing this, which I'm not bored, that's for sure. Unfortunately, with the way work has gone and everything else, I just haven't been as active as I used to be, and I plan to try to get back into it more so than what I have been. But you know, life happens, so I'll do my best. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys, man. 500 subscribers. I started this a year ago, and to get to 500, hey, you know, I didn't really set a goal for how many subscribers. I just wanted people to enjoy what it is that I did, and you know, hopefully kind of shed some insight on things and perspectives that other people don't give. And you know, I feel that maybe 90% of those that subscribe do so because of this bad boy, which is awesome. You know, that's great. I do not mind whatever the rhyme or reason is, whether you like me, the content that I put out of the bike itself. You know, keep enjoying. With that, I want to do a little spiel about hard braking, specifically locking up the rear tire braking. I haven't done a lot of how-to videos for basic rides or anything like that, for the simple fact that there's a ton of them out there, and there's a lot of really good ones out there. So to redo them, you know, I didn't see the need to. However, I had a subscriber ask me to go over what I do when the rear wheel locks up, and kind of go over the little steps that I've learned and also what I've been trained on as well. So basically, MSF and whatnot, when you lock at the rear tire, they tell you to keep it locked. And the reason for that is, when you lock it up, you usually don't slide straight. Usually you tend to go to one side or the other, and in which case it stops having your bike pointing in the same direction you're traveling. The problem arises when you get back on the power and you're not straight, you go the direction in which you're pointing, which can lead to high siding, which is a really bad thing to happen. So, like I said, MSF teaches you to keep it locked. On top of that, I personally apply very light front brake to help to slow things down and keep things in control. And I do mean very light, because if you lock the front up and the back up, you're just done. So very light, trying to keep it upright when you stop. Now, another thing I also do is I grab the clutch. Those of you that are new at riding or new with anything manual, when you pull the clutch in and it disengages, there's no longer power going to the rear wheel. So should you let go of that rear brake and you're not straight, you don't have any power to push the bike in the direction that it's actually pointing now. So you will get a little bit of a wiggle because it will want to snap itself and right itself. However, being that there's no power to do so, it's just rolling, it's not nearly as bad. It's still pretty safe. Wow, okay. Also, to kind of expand on this, give a scenario. Say right now I'm on a highway and something causes you to have to slow down or do an emergency maneuver. You lock the rear brake up. You see the cars around me, you really don't want to come to a complete stop because the people behind you more than likely won't stop, so you run over. So you're like, well, then what do you do to ensure that when the back wheel's locked and you're still rolling, you can't stop, you know, what the hell do you do? Again, this is me. This is my experience and some of the training I've been through. Again, I've done motorcycle safety course several times now. The emergency maneuver, first off, you want to counter steer as much as you can to not have to hit the brakes and be able to get around it. That being said, should you have to slam on the brakes and that's your first reaction, as soon as that brake goes on, the clutch comes in. That's got to be, every time I stop to a stop sign, stoplight, whatever, clutch is in, brakes in. And doing that every single time when it comes to emergency reaction, it's exactly that, it's a reaction, it's not a thought process. You don't have to think about it, you'll do it correctly. So, clutch in, brake, squeeze, as they say in MSF course, the front brake. Once you're clear, as long as nothing's locked, you can theoretically keep rolling and still do a counter steer. Now when the back wheel locks up, you can't counter steer. Clutch is in. Let the clutch is in, let off the brake, straighten the bike up, get it to roll as straight as possible. Feather the clutch. I mean feather. This is where clutch control is going to be huge. Feather the clutch out to where it just starts to grab and you give it just a little tiny bit of gas. Because the bike is a gyroscope, it'll right itself. And the feathering action will make sure that you don't high side and have the bike snap around on you. So, for me, in short, every time I do a stop, whether it's a hard stop or a normal stop, clutch in, braking. Clutch in and brake, front and rear. Lock the rear wheel up, coming to a stop, clutch in, disconnect that power to the rear wheel just in case you freak out with the brake locked up. The clutch is still in, the power won't be delivered. Alright, so take that. If you can use it, by all means do it. Everybody has their own riding style. And you pick up little tidbits here and there to improve yourself. Not everything is going to work exactly the same for me that'll work for you guys. So use what works well for you. Alright? Practice. And I don't mean practice hard stopping on the highway. Do it in a controlled area. The reason why I didn't demonstrate a hard stop is because these tires are $300 to put on, and I am not about to get a flat spot in it to demonstrate something. So, yeah, definitely not doing that. So, you guys all have a good one. Hope you enjoy this little vlog I haven't done in a long time. Again, thank you to all the subscribers. You guys are a big reason as to why I like to keep putting videos up. And you all have a good one. Ride safe.